Okay, welcome back. We're still at Breakaway, and we're speaking with Charles Eaton, who's with the Comptia Educational Foundation, and he's the executive director and pretty new to Comptia. How long have you been here?
I've been here 2 months.
2 months. Guess you know it all now.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah, so tell us first of all, what is the Educational Foundation?
Well, we're the philanthropic arm of Comptia, and our focus is about getting people in sort of underserved markets, at-risk youth, disabled individuals, and even military veterans, opportunities to find lasting careers in IT. So we help with training and certifications, and then hopefully getting them jobs through partners and working across the country.
So who funds this?
It's a combination of a generous donation from Comptia, which matches donations from training companies of in-kind services, and also cash from many of the IT vendors and individuals.
And any idea about how many people are you training in here?
Well, it looks like we'll probably finish this year of training about 1,000 people. And over the last 3 years, we've trained about another 1,000 of those individuals. So we're ramping up slowly to get to the point where we're training about 10,000 people a year.
Wow. And is there a cost to them?
No cost to anyone. We're trying to find partners who locally are able to help them and keep them moving through the process, because if you get into training, you know, sometimes you're likely to drop off if you don't have someone kind of holding your hand and watching out for you. So we want to find organizations that are going to do that for these groups that we're serving, and then we can make sure that we're having a higher success rate of people going through the training. Right now, about 50% of the people end up dropping out because we don't have enough local partners to keep them in the program.
I was just going to ask you how many drop out. So it's hard. It's, you know, for anybody to go back to school or to learn, you know, later on in life. But on the other hand, I guess it must give you a really good feeling when you know you're helping people out.
Oh, absolutely. I think what we want to do, though, is get to the point where we're helping a lot more people a lot more effectively. And there's an organization called Year Up that we plan to partner with in different cities in the U.S. And they train people by taking through a year of intensive IT training and business performance training, you know, how you act in an office space. Then they get them an internship for 6 months. So 6 months in classroom, 6 months in an internship at a major corporation that has a large IT department. And then they're ready for jobs. So as hard as this program is, 75% of the people survive it for that year. And then about 85% of those people find jobs or go back to school to get an associate's degree. And these are individuals from urban areas in the U.S. that don't have as many job prospects and who are currently out of work right now. So they're putting about 1,000 people a year into jobs.
Is there any government involvement?
There is across the board, you know, with some of the activities that we're going to focus on, absolutely. In the larger scope of things, there's workforce development money, and for people who have been laid off, there's money. Where we're coming from, we're helping to work with more of these community technology centers, which are localized and are getting more money now to help with veterans, displaced workers, disabled individuals, to provide them with a local resource for training. And just even basic computer skills are an absolute necessity.
Yeah, which, I would definitely think so.
Yeah.
In today's day and age, it's pretty hard to get a job doing too many things, especially if you're disabled on top of it or something like that. It's just, you know, compounding one problem on top of another.
It does, and IT is the perfect industry for many of these people because of the, you know, if they have special needs, many of those will be overcome with technology, or you might be able to work from home. So we see that the possibilities for people in this space are fairly enormous. At the same time, there's about 450,000 empty jobs in IT because there's not enough qualified individuals to fill those jobs. So, you know, as a whole country, we need to do workforce development.
So Comptia is the industry for the, you know, or is the association for the industry, the IT industry. Right. Are you taking jobs away from the IT industry?
No, not at all.
You should.
We like to think of ourselves, well, if you think about the foundation, we want the foundation to be the kind of the organizing body for the philanthropic activities in workforce development.
Yeah. No, I think it's a great thing that you're doing. I think, people who look at it, the VARs are transitioning away from being break-fix people or from doing most of those jobs. That's where they should be going. And what you're doing is you're filling in those jobs that where they can make money for the most part.
Right. And also we hope that we're preparing them because they're going to take A+ certification. They have the ability to move on into Network Plus. So if we're doing our job, they may be great employees for many of the solution providers out there, as well as the larger IT firms and organizations like IBM, Intel, and anyone who has a large IT department. So we want to give back to the membership.
And if they do become a VAR and actually become a really good VAR and have a great education, we need all of them that we can get because there certainly aren't too many. There's just not enough who really want to move ahead with the times when it comes to the VAR community. Although if you look around at this show or some of the other better shows, you see the better VARs and you tend to start thinking, well, gee, these guys all know everything. But look at the industry overall, and it's not the same.
We'd like to get our the people who go through our program to take us some of our training to the point where they are, as you say, maybe they're entrepreneurs, they're building their own solution provider organizations, and then hiring other people from the community. We'd like to get more of our members hiring veterans. There's some tax breaks to do that in the U.S., and it seems to be a huge advantage in terms of the marketplace.
So how are you letting the industry know that? Other than talking to me right now.
Exactly. I think you get it. This is kind of where we start. We have to start somewhere. So we're doing a number of media interviews, but I think in the second half of the year, you're going to see us do more in social media, and our partnerships are going to be an extension of our marketing as well. So partnering with organizations that not only have resources financially to do some of the work that we're talking about and help us integrate, but also tell the story. And how the web works, you start to tell a good story and maybe it gets around pretty quickly.
Good. Well, it sounds fabulous. Hats off to Comptia for a certification company. They've moved into so many different areas, and to keep up that thank you. But to be able to keep that up and right through, and the nice thing about with Comptia is that with the recession and everything that's gone on, they didn't sort of say, well, we can't afford it, we can't do this right now. If anything, they grew during that period, that area.
Absolutely.
Which, in my opinion, that's really a big part of being an association is, looking out to the people in the industry who can't, or the people who need your services and can't.
Yep.
And so last question, because I haven't asked them. What's your background that they would actually, bring you in as the executive director?
Well, I've been pretty much out of college. I've been for now 16, actually going on 17 years, working in nonprofit management, and it's been from trade associations, professional societies to kind of my last organization was more charitably focused in healthcare, and this is for me the culmination of a nice career path where I wanted to spend all of my time running an organization that had a goal of helping people, and I directly got to see those people and know who they were. In my last job, I helped people who helped people. Now I want to help those people directly. So it's a good feel-good job, and it's nice that you can actually have a career doing this.
Yeah, and it's great that you keep positive because there will be the failures along the way that you can't do anything about. But you have to just keep going one day at a time and see one success story after a time. And at the end of the day, how many people can say, I really made a huge positive difference for 500 people this year.
Right.
I mean, most people would be happy if they could come out of their lifetime and say, I made a huge positive difference for my 3 kids. So I have 4. I wasn't miscounting.
I've got 4 as well, so I'm with you. If I can get them on the straight and narrow, that would be nice.
Anyway, good meeting you.
Very nice.
Congratulations, and anything that ChannelLine can do to help out, we're there for you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the time.